So what do you look for in a bench when you're buying it? Well, there's a couple things you look for. Number one, look at the size of the tubing. Size does not matter in some cases, and some it does. In this particular case, a steel frame size 2" by 3", 2" by 4", or 2" by 2". That looks great on the specs, but focus on the gauge of the product. That's the thickness of the wall of the actual beam. You can have a 2.5" by 5" beam, looks great on the photograph, but it's such a thin gauge steel, it doesn't hold up much. On the reverse, you can have a very small size tubing, 2" by 2". You could have the thickest gauge steel, that'll hold a tank. So there's a give and take as far as when you use certain thicknesses and gauges based on where the stress points are of the bench, the cosmetics, and so forth. But be careful, that's what you don't see, that's what you're paying for or not paying for. Another way to kind of check it out, find two benches similar on the web, vendor A, vendor B. What's the total weight of the bench? They have to ship it to you, you know the weight. That kind of is a small factor as far as maybe the materials they're using inside the bench, because it causes a weight factor for the shipping expense. So that's kind of a rule of thumb, just check it out. One bench weighs 100 pounds, same bench weighs 130. Odds are the 130 pound has more materials inside the bench.